Hey everybody, I am excited to bring you this video. I have been playing around with my gel printing plate. So I have the one from Ranger, the set of 3. I find that the set of 3 gives me a lot more versatility, just different options, just in case I want to try something else. It has this larger one, a smaller rectangle, and then also a small circle. So it just gives me just different options. And I will have all of the supplies listed down below. So be sure to check it out if you are wanting to see where you can buy any of these supplies, or if I miss anything and you're wondering what did she use, the supplies are always listed down below. All right, before I get into what I'm using and all of the stuff that I'm doing, I definitely wanted to let you guys know what inspired me to use my Distress Oxide inks on my gel plate. So I was watching YouTube a few days ago and I got recommended a video from Gelli Arts. So they are another brand that makes these gel plates, and the person was using pigment inks on their gel plate, and it just inspired me, and I thought, why not try Distress Oxide inks? And to be honest, I am in love for a few reasons. I absolutely love ink blending, but the amount of prints you can get with just a little bit of ink is just insane. And just, I love the grunginess of it and just kind of little speckles and just, I don't know, it's a lot different than ink blending, because with ink blending, you are doing it perfect and it's just very saturated. As most of you probably know, I do a lot of mixed media. So this really, really just inspires me, and it just, I don't know, I love it a lot more, I think, than ink blending. And it's quicker as well. All right, so with that out of the way, I wanted to let you guys know what colors I'm using. This is probably one of my favorite color combinations, which I get all of my, well, most of my color combinations from Christina Werner. I'm sure you guys all know her. If you don't, be sure to Google Distress Oxide ink color combos and all of her posts will come up. She has so many different color combinations. So the color combination I used was Black Soot, Evergreen Bough, and Old Paper. All right, so besides the color combinations, what I do is basically the same. So I'm going to try and give you guys a couple tips throughout the video. Of course, I'm not an expert. I am still learning, but I am going to share with you guys what I found just in the little bit of time that I was using the inks on my gel plate. So first thing is that I normally like to keep my gel plate on one of the plastic pieces. Not sure why, I just do. But when I was trying to roll out and blend those colors together with the roller, it was just sliding everywhere. So I decided to take it off and put it on my craft mat here. And that way it's not going to slide around on me and irritate me as it did at the beginning. And the second thing is, I did notice, of course, this is probably like a duh moment, or like most of you probably already know this, but as you saw in the first color combination on my second time around of doing the print, I actually went over from darkest to lightest and I wasn't really thinking. So when you're trying to blend out the colors again, definitely go lightest to darkest, and also have baby wipes and also a rag or paper towels that are wet. I noticed my roller was not getting all of the ink off when I would just roll it on extra paper. So that's why I would suggest having a wet paper towel or a wet rag or something, just so that you can get all of that ink off, so that you don't get any like dark in the light, as I did in one of my first prints. All right, I do have a couple more tips, but I did want to tell you guys the colors for this one. And this is another one of my favorites. Seedless Preserves, Abandoned Coral, and Tattered Rose. It's just so beautiful. And this stencil, isn't it amazing? It's from Joggles.com. It's exclusive to them, so you have to get it over there, and it will be linked down below so you guys can check it out. Isn't that print just so pretty? Like I said, you can get so many different prints. All right, and to further your supplies, you can spray your stencil as I'm doing here, and I am just kind of doing another print with that stencil. It's more of like a watercolor look, but I'm trying to use as much of the ink as possible, and I probably have in the hour or so that I was playing around, I probably have like 30 or more prints, and these can be used for die cutting, card backgrounds, art journals, like all sorts of different things. So if you just want to kind of play around with different colors and but you don't want to create a full project, doing something like this is really helpful, especially sometimes I have like 10 minutes and I'm like, I want to create something, but obviously 10 minutes isn't enough time. So I found that while I was doing this, I'm like, oh, I could do this. And it keeps that creative spark going. And, it inspires me to use other color combinations on different projects and things. So I would definitely recommend this. And I did find that a lot of people do have a gel plate in their stash and they haven't used it or haven't used it in a long time. So if you are one of those, I would definitely pull it out. And I do recommend having a roller. And you're going to see in the last couple clips that I did end up purchasing a larger roller. So this is a couple days of playing around. And we had gone into town, so I live quite a ways out from any stores. So we stopped at Hobby Lobby and I picked up a 6-inch roller. So that really helped blend those colors together. All right, I am yabbing away. You guys need to tell me to stop and tell you guys the colors I'm using. All right, this one is Pine Needles, Chipped Sapphire, and Twisted Citron. And it's another gorgeous color combination. This stencil that I used here, I believe it's from the Crafter's Workshop, and it's beautiful. And you could see how many different prints I get. So I have this one from the first print that I did with just the color. I'm going to go back in and get that stencil look. It's just very faint, and I absolutely love it. All right, so that last color combination was actually only Chipped Sapphire and Twisted Citron. I actually picked up Pine Needles when I went to Hobby Lobby today, just to finish off that color combination from Christina Werner. I have a lot of the Distress Oxide inks, but obviously not all of them. So I picked up a couple of them, and just to finish off a couple of the color combinations that I absolutely loved. So here's a roller that I got, and I used a coupon, of course. You definitely want to use a coupon. I believe it was $13, and then with the coupon, it's 40% off. I'm horrible at math, so yeah, it just 40% off of that. Definitely makes it more affordable. And I am just going to go in and smooth it out with my hand. Sometimes I put a paper over and smoothed it out that way. Sometimes I just used my hand. Either way is fine. And I see how it has that line there. It just creates something different and just more texture to the background, especially if you like more of a grungy mixed media look to your projects. This is definitely a good way to add that without using up so much ink. yeah, so there's another one, and I'm just rolling back and forth. This way I could just basically do the whole blending in one motion, or yeah, because the little one I obviously had to go from the top to the bottom, and this one I just basically do it all at once, so it's really helpful. All right, that stencil was from Tim Holtz, and now I am just picking that up, and it didn't quite get all of it, so I'm just picking up some of the excess ink around here, around the on the gel plate here. It's midnight now, so I'm getting pretty tired, but I wanted to get this video up with the voiceover for you guys because I am going to be staying off social media for the most part on Sunday. I am trying to take a day just to kind of stay off of social media. But I wanted to put a video out for you guys. All right, another little tip is I just use a baby wipe to take off all of the color. Somebody asked if it was hard to clean. It's not. Just a baby wipe or a like a wet paper towel, or I even have a rag. And you can see here that you can get so many different prints with just a little bit of ink, and it's pretty cool. All right, that is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. I would love it if you shared it on social media. I really appreciate it. Also, leave me a comment down below letting me know what your favorite color combination is. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.